Well, hello. It is time for a monthly wrap up of March postcards. How are you doing? I hope you're well. For me, it's already the beginning of April. I purchased some metallic pens, trying to see if they'd work better on my black paper, because I'm still a teenager and I love my black paper and my metallic gel pens. These are okay pens. I'm still on the hunt. If you have any ideas for better ones, please let me know, because these ones, I mean, if you get a letter from me with them, it's going to be hard to read it. So this month we got, or March, not this month, but March, I received 28 postcards from Postcrossing, from letter month, yes, month of letters. Oh my goodness, my tongue got tied. I could edit that out, but I'm just gonna leave it because that's my style. So we have letter month and then just some from my friends. And so this first one is a lovely one, and that is coming from Portugal. This is from one of my month of letters correspondents, friends, and now Instagram friends. I do believe I owe him a postcard. This next one is coming from Germany. They sent me this because I like wartime or older type postcards. This one is, I just love hot air balloons, honestly. It's from Taiwan. The stamps were okay, as you can tell. Studio Ghibli or Ghibli. That is the Cat Returns, one of my favorites, and that came to me from the U.S. Florida manatees actually came from South Carolina, but I love my manatees, and that's why they sent me that one. Star Wars, I loved this card. Coming from the U.S., and it's Hoth, one of my favorites. This is one of my month of letters friends, Chris, and we correspond back and forth. I think this is our second or third postcard back to each other. This one is coming in from the Philippines. Lovely card, also with a return address that I'll probably be sending a message to. This one is another letter month postcard from, Margaret. And I love this postcard, The Reading Woman. It was a really nice art one. Wanted to show you these. The handwriting on here, it's in their mother tongue. I could not, Tamil, is it Tamil? I think. I just think the loops and the swirls are so pretty in that mother tongue. Nice little stamp on the postcard too. Another Studio Ghibli, Nausicaa. This one's one of my favorites as well. I often put this one on in the background when I'm just having a stressful day. This is from Hungary. I have to be honest, not one of my favorites, but I love any card no matter what, so it's okay. Little chipmunk. I add these to my collections, and this one came from Germany. Greetings from Russia. That one came from Russia, as you can tell. This one, she sent me this. This is a postcrossing person who actually went to the San Diego Zoo. And she had already sent me a postcard last month and sent me this one because I love platypus. I'm showing you this next stamp. I have a couple cards with this stamp on it. That little goat stamp on it. Coming from Germany again. It must be one of their usual stamps, but I don't mind. Love little goats. Wouldn't you love to go here? I would just love to go there and watch that waterfall. That is beautiful. Again, coming from Germany. This came from that friend who also sent me the one of just the platypus. She also sent this one. I'm very thankful to her for sending that. That was really sweet. She didn't have to. This one's coming from the U.S. I also just purchased some from Lou Garden Lou Paper of Spring Garden. I'd also love to visit this lighthouse. Coming from Russia again. Now this is from my friend Amy because she just visited the Museum of Weird in Austin, Texas when her friend was over. She received a newspaper, she says, and she's been looking for local stuff to do. Happy Postcrossing. I thought this was a cute homemade card coming in from Canada. She says this person sends 77 postcards every 2 weeks to people suffering from anxiety and depression. Some cute little shaped stamps on this one coming from Japan. I find I just don't get enough postcards from Japan. Any postcard, it seems like, that comes from Japan is always so cute and generally very well decorated. Let's see, we got this one coming in from, I believe it was I forget where this one's coming from, and I don't know the thing. This, another Studio Ghibli. That one is from the US. My squirrels. I love my squirrels. That's from the US again. And so then I finished all this up, and then I wrapped these up, and I honestly forgot to grab the last 3 postcards that I had that came in at the very end of the month. So we'll get into those after I wrap all these up. But some of my favorites from this one is definitely, I think, like, my top favorite is the Star Wars one that came in. That one, just it being the concept art and a longer one, and you have the Millennium Falcon in it. You can see a Tauntaun in the background, and then the fighters. It's just, Empire Strikes Back is probably my favorite of the original 3 Star Wars movies anyway. Some of the best storylines, or story development, but I love concept art. And so to get this one just tickled me. So one of the location ones probably is a toss-up between that lighthouse and the waterfall with that red building. Those are probably some of my favorite location ones. I'm just sorting out my critters and everything. I'm trying to do a better job at sorting and keeping my received in categories. I haven't been the best at it, and I am attempting to be a little bit more organized. So I am excited that I have 3 more to add to my Studio Ghibli. And then I do need to still reply back to, I think, 3 people that sent me postcards that didn't need to because it wasn't a post-crossing tag. But those were the incoming for the month, not including my letters. I also received, I believe, 5 letters that I have already replied back to. Letters to me are like phone calls, where postcards are like text messages, so I much prefer my postcards. So, all right, I forgot 3. So let me show you some 3 that came in. This first one is super adorable, coming in from, let's see, Great Britain. I mean, look at those puppies. That just made me want to go out and get like a whole nother, well, basically football team of puppies. Oh, man. Oh, no, this wasn't from Great Britain. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. This was from Greece. I have to look because look, the stamp. It tells me. Numbnuts. So this was actually my first card from Greece. How could I forget that when telling you about this? So this is my first card I've ever received, and I've been on Postcrossing for 10 years. First card from Greece. Absolutely wonderful. Then I have this greetings from Arizona. This is not a Postcrossing one. This was a Letters from the World, or Letter Month, I think. And this squirrel is my first one from the United Arab Emirates. If I am saying that incorrectly, I am so sorry. But this was my first one, and look at this postmark. Again, 10 years on Postcrossing. Yes, I wasn't very busy for about 6 years of that. I was just very hit and miss, but 10 years, and I finally got 2 from 2 new countries. Exciting. All right, well, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you have a lovely whatever time of the day it is. Keep curious, and keep safe, and stay healthy.